Basically, what me and Pete do is we cook and we make you laugh at the same time. But what we're going to be doing today, which is quite important, I don't know if you guys follow the news, but it's come out that Eskom has been using some substandard coal. Possibly supplied by a particular family in Saxonwold, possibly not, we're just speculating. And so there is a high possibility that there may be another wave of load shedding.
Yes.
Now, load shedding, personally, I don't mind it because I feel load shedding gives you a good excuse for anything. You know what I'm saying? You're late for something, load shedding, traffic lights weren't working. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You didn't do something, sorry, couldn't do it, there was load shedding last night. Your wife catches you in bed with her sister, you're like, it was dark, I couldn't see her face. Load shedding. It's an excuse for anything. So we're going to show you
a dish using no electricity.
Correct.
And also no water.
Yeah.
No, and Chris is right about the water. That's one thing I love about coming to Johannesburg is I get to shower like every day, flush the toilet. It's really quite something. But it is one of those things. I had a shower this morning for like 7 minutes. And 7 minutes doesn't sound like a long time in a shower, but in where we are, basically you're allowed 90 seconds in the shower. We're down to like 50 litres of water a day. So you shower with neighbours and only for 90 seconds. So I felt guilty afterwards. I felt like I'd cheated on my wife because I thought I was, in 45 seconds I was clean and the rest of the time I just stood there in the water going, okay, this is a cool shower. And I actually felt guilty that I'd showered for so long. It was ridiculous.
And also your neighbour was feeling lonely.
Yes. So this is pole caught tuna, so it's sustainable. Great, sustainable. You're supposed to get all excited about that, but never mind. Okay, so a nice bit of pole caught yellow tuna. So we've got our onions.
What are you doing now?
So now I'm just chopping up some chili. We're going to make a little base. So what I'm going to do is I've got some onion and some chili, and I'm just going to macerate the onion and chili in a little bit of lime juice.
Okay, so macerate is like, for those of us who don't work at the HDA Chef School, macerate is a chef's term. Like,
yes.
What does it mean?
Well, it means it's you're basically soaking something in, so it's imparting flavour and softening it in a liquid. Right? What did you think macerating was?
No, I thought that was. I thought it was when you cooked at home alone.
No, that's not macerating.
For yourself.
So I'm going to just squeeze some lime juice in here. Sorry.
It's very complicated for some of us. How much lime juice are you squeezing in?
I'm doing several limes worth.
Several.
No, it's just you can never tell how much juice you're going to get out of one thing.
Okay, there we go. You squeeze that. Basically, Pete learned this technique from the men at SARS, and he manages to get every last drop out.
Yes.
Squeezes it until there's nothing left.
Yes. In fact, I'll get some stones outside we can get some blood out of as well.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll just leave that. We'll get a little bit of seasoning in there.
Like when I did Masterchef, for those of you who don't know how we got together, I entered Celebrity Masterchef, which is also known as slightly dumbed down Masterchef.
Yes.
And I
you
won.
were the dumbest.
And
yes.
I was the dumbest.
You're the dumbest.
I still won.
Yes.
Which indicates the judging was possibly subpar.
Well, I definitely blame the judging. They're very dodgy judging on that.
A lot of people have asked me, they said, how did you win? And the answer's quite simple. I confused Ruben with Matt. Benny, I broke in a different way. And then I told one of the other judges I'd do a comedy cooking show with him.
So, and when is that going to start?
But anyway, everyone told me going into it that when you cook, the most important ingredient is love. But as it turns out, it's seasoning.
Yes, there we go.
So now what's our next ingredient?
So now we're just doing a concassed tomato. I've just taken the seeds out.
Tomatoes are nice. For those of you who are looking for the healthy side of things, tomatoes, very good for your prostate gland.
Yes, very, very, very good. Although I suggest using the cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, because otherwise it's difficult to get them in.
Very difficult to get these in.
And a hint of olive oil, for the record, also doesn't hurt.
And you know what also doesn't work are those tomatoes on the vine. They can smart, huh?
Well, it depends what you're into.
This is true.